Hi there, it's Binance Coin and Wyckoff again. So this week we'll continue to look at the Wyckoff on the weekly chart as well as the daily chart started from last week actually. So let's dive into the chart. Currently this is a weekly view and we're at the late stage of the distribution cycle. So remember, that's the backdrop, that's the macro trend going on. So here there seems to be a bit of momentum building up. If we look at what's going on over here, it's like higher lows over here as well as a little bit of high highs. But however, if we look at this green resistance line extended from the up thrust, also from this LPSY, this peak stopped over here, and currently this is the, well, you can say this is the third time that this green line is being tested after the up thrust of the distribution. As of this moment, we're already seeing a little bit of red even before this line has been tested. The last two times you see the wicks both went through the green line. So the key point here is whether this time the peak is going to go above this green line. If it doesn't, that means we are starting to lose a little bit of momentum, but it's still too early. Currently there's still over 6 days for this candle to develop, so the weekly we'll continue to observe. Just remember, the Wyckoff stage is the late distribution stage, and expect some fluctuations between the green and the pink line. If this upward trend, this white line that I've just drawn, is broken, then it will become a resistance line, so the price will bounce between the pink and the white line. So just pay attention to that for now. I'll keep the white line over here at this interval, so next time when we come back we'll take a look at what's going to happen. And the volume itself, you see a declining trend as well, so there's not much clarity in terms of where people, or like most traders, are seeking towards. So people are waiting basically. Here, last week we introduced this Wyckoff on a daily chart, and we talked about these blue boxes, that those are the short-term trends. And this downward trend box, this light blue box, you see a clear breakout over here, that it has gone to the upside. I would say if we were to adjust this, if this is not an actual breakout, I will adjust the box this way, just to make sure we're bracketing the right price actions. Yeah. So let's keep it like that. So when price changes, we have to keep adjusting our canvas. So it's not static. It's not like when you do your back test or look at the charts, the historical data where you can draw clearly like static lines and boxes. We're looking at something live that's going on, changing every minute. So we can't stick to just the box or the lines we've drawn a day ago or a week ago. So that's why we have to adjust them. So currently that's where I'm adjusting. So the box gives us one reference. The other reference is this blue line that we've drawn a couple of weeks back. We see these three support points, and then the price broke out near the end, or actually just past mid-June, and eventually this blue line has become the resistance line so far for like as long as since June 24th, 25th. It's like 2 weeks now. It has been showing very consistent resistance at this level. So at this point, after adjusting the box, we'll see whether the price will continue to linger around the top edge of the box. The Wyckoff itself, after the second test, well actually there are two over here, we just want to see whether there will be a new test coming. So will it break outside of this blue box and form a new peak, or is this already the peak, whether we have already seen the peak and then it eventually comes down? That's something we're trying to observe, because this, we can just name this a test, or if you want to, you can call it LPSY if the trend really dies down. Otherwise, you would expect something like an up thrust, but remember, on the weekly, this green resistance line has to be broken through this line over here for the daily to have an up thrust that's higher than the buying climax. So be very careful what to hope for, like whether it's more likely to happen or not. So there we are in terms of both weekly and daily for Binance Coin. If it really comes down, then we'll obviously see another sign of weakness over here. So as of this moment, given this trend box and also the resistance line, the likelihood is more like staying within this blue box at the moment, unless there's some very big news coming out for Binance that push the price above this blue box first and then retest this blue line. So